Hi, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Excuse me while I close my door. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What am I caught on now? Is that door open? Right there. Um, he has to be able to get in here. I have to close this. Ah, thanks. Oops. Ah, okay, P. You can get in here now. Okay. Oh, goodness. Sorry about that. Had to close my door because it was too loud out there. Too loud. I'm just gonna finish working on the clay that I was working on yesterday. Um, I need to get. I made a video yesterday morning after I went off of my live stream, and I was writing down timestamps. And I ended up not using these. And so if I leave it's Sharpie, if I leave it on there, my clay will pick it up. And I've done that by accident before and ended up with writing on the back of my clay. Hi, Muds Kipper. Welcome, welcome. I'm trying to clean this Sharpie off of my glass. It usually comes off pretty easy. This is alcohol, and it's not wanting to come off. So weird. Oops. I accidentally sprayed my clay. Oh well. Oh well. Okay, that should be good enough. Oh gosh. I had my desk all cleared off yesterday morning, and now it's full again. So when I shut down yesterday morning, I just left everything. So I don't know if I don't remember who all was here yesterday, but I made some pendants using this kind of retro looking clay, and so I made pendants. I need to put a backing on. I mean, there's already a backing, but it's too thin. I need to put a thicker backing on it, and then I have all these earring pieces that need the same thing. So I'm going to try to get that done. And then I made this, this is called a cane. That's just what they call it. And it's supposed to be a flower with like spots, white spots, but I put the white clay going the wrong way. So I ended up with some funky lines. So I was going to trash it, but then I decided, well, I'll go ahead and use it because I don't know, you just never know. So I slice off of here and I end up with a piece like this, and I take a needle tool, and wherever there's an orange line I push in so I can make my flower petals. And then I take a silicone clay tool and I push down on each petal just to make it look more like a flower and not just a flat disc of clay, but I only do it on, I only push down on one side. I leave the back kind of plain, I mean flat. So I'm just going to finish these up, and they'll be ready to go in the oven when my my pendants and earrings go. You want a treat? Okay, my little doggy is here for a treat. There you go, baby. There you go. Good boy. I'll keep that handy because he will be back, believe me. He will be back. Oh, I need to turn my fan on. Ugh. I'm kind of working in the shadows, but it gets so hot with this light on. Does this one help a little? I have a ceiling fan with 3 bulbs in it above my head, but I get so hot from those bulbs that I usually keep the light off and just use the fan. I made these pretty thick. I could have made them a little thinner, but this will be easy because I have to, since it's going to be a bead, I need to make a hole. And so I just go all the way through from side to side. And of course, the thicker they are, the easier it is to poke the hole. Believe me, I have made them too thin before, and I end up with something I can't use. So, you want another treat already? Okay. Okie dokie. Boy, good boy. He eats these rawhide chew sticks, but they wrap some kind of something around it, and all he does is eat the wrapping off, and he leaves the stick. So he's probably on about his 10th stick right now. And when I go in the living room, there will be a pile of rawhide sticks laying on the carpet where he takes them to eat. Yeah, just a pile of rawhide sticks. I think I will make the holes at the end. Now, I'm probably going to, I have reduced this down, so I have 2 different sizes I can use, but I think after I make a couple of more of the bigger ones, I might reduce it, not quite this small, but reduce it like in between these 2 sizes. And I don't make beads this big very often. Okay, baby. Okay, here you go. There you go. It's so quick. So quick with those. Well, that one looks smaller than the rest of them. Well, that'll be okay. I need one more. Oops, that's a little thick. Uh-oh. Oh, well. I like to have an even number in case I don't know. I just like to have an even number because if you're trying to go down both sides of a necklace, you have to have an even number if you want both sides to be the same. Now, this is odd because my white squiggly lines all of a sudden are starting to disappear. I don't know what's going on. Oh well, it's no big deal really. I think I'm going to reduce this. I've said it before, but with polymer clay, you spend a lot of time reducing. You just do, because you don't want big old canes most of the time. Most of the time, I make like 3 or 4 different sizes, but I'm just trying to warm the clay up right now by I'm gently squeezing it and kind of twisting it and pulling on it at the same time. Okay, hold on. Now the clay in the center, of course, moves slower than the clay where the heat for my fingers and hands are getting, and the ends will start to get distorted like this, and that's just inevitable. There's no way around it. You always end up with the ends being distorted. Sometimes it's more than other times. A lot of times it depends on what brand of clay you're using, or if the clay has been sitting like overnight and is what we call a cold clay. You'll get more of a distortion than if you've been working the clay and it's warmer. You don't seem to get as much distortion with warmer clay. This is happening pretty fast. It's because it's summertime. Believe me, in the winter, there's a big difference in how the clay moves, because even if your house is like, I mean, we have air conditioning going, and so it's not real hot in the house, but the outside temperature really makes a difference in how your clay acts. Hi, Red. Hi, No Face. Welcome, welcome. You thought you were sneaking in. I moved my computer over to my desk. I used to have it to my left, sitting on a little table. Here, P. My dog keeps coming back for treats. Anyway, my computer used to be to the left of my work area, and I would have to turn my head to see the chat. That's why I would miss people coming in all the time, but I have it on my desk right now, so it's a little bit easier for me to pay attention. Looks great on your TV. Good. I'm just continuing. I made I don't think you were here last night, or this morning, Red. I made some pendants out of this kind of retro looking cane that I made. And I have the earrings to match. Oops, I'm dropping stuff. But I need the backing on these, or the backing is too thin, so I need to put all of these on a thicker piece of clay. And then I also made this flower cane, and it didn't turn out how I wanted because the white were supposed to be like dots, and I put the clay going the wrong way and ended up with squiggly lines. So I was just going to trash this or use it as scrap clay, but then I decided, well, I'll go ahead and just make them into flower beads. And I might use them sometime. But anyway, see how flat this is? To make it look more like a flower, I push in between each petal. I make these into petals. That's what I'm doing. Are you back already, baby? My dog. Where he? Just a minute, P. I think we're out of the ones that you like. Okay, there's 2 more left, buddy. And one doesn't look very good. There you go. Tyler's making sushi. It kind of looks like it, or kind of looks like candy, doesn't it? Like these kind of look like candy. But yeah, I want these to have a little bit of depth to them, so I push in from both sides, and then this separates the petals. And then I take a silicone tool, and I just push down a little bit on each petal to, I'm gonna get a different tool. I push down on each petal to give it more of a flower look. I don't know. Flowers aren't just flat, you know, they have some contour. So that's what I'm doing. And then I have to slide my needle tool across it to put the hole in it so I can string them. Yeah, they do kind of look like pinwheels. So now I'm just gonna figure out where I want to go across. It really doesn't matter. The hard part sometimes is getting the needle tool to go straight across and stay in the center. So I want it to hang right on the beading wire, if you know what I mean. I made this one so thick by accident. I didn't mean to do that, but it sure does make it easy to poke a hole through it. And so what I was doing with this is I was trying to make it smaller. So I'll have some smaller beads. I have this size, and so I don't want it quite that small. I want to take it down a little bit. I don't want all big ones like this. I hardly ever use this size. That's a little big. But anyway, so how's everybody doing? Has anybody done anything fun, or anybody have any good news? I thought I had a pain management doctor's appointment today, and I made a mistake. It's not till Monday. I had an appointment that I made online, that I forgot I made online, at some place that deals with neuropathy, like a holistic doctor. And so when I got the text across my phone, I don't know why I mixed it up with the pain management doctor, but I did. So I didn't end up having to go anywhere today. Tomorrow I go to the dentist to get Red, I don't think you've heard the news. In 2.5 weeks I'll have teeth again. Yay! So I go tomorrow. They're going to take and I say impressions, but I think it's only one impression. So and then I have to wait like 2.5 weeks, because they send off to, I guess, a lab or somewhere to I call them artists trying to make dentures, like trying to make fake teeth and gums. That's an art. It really is. Anyway, they send it off, and so it takes them about 2.5 weeks to get it back. And then I go in and I have a few extractions. Thank you. Yeah, I have a few extractions, and thanks, Nofe. The same day they do the extractions, they send you home with a temporary denture, which they call it temporary, but I mean, they're made to last at least a year, he said, because a lot of times that's how long it takes for your mouth to completely heal, and your whole bone, the whole bone structure changes once they pull your teeth out. So anyway, he said it might not be the most comfortable, and it might not fit perfect, but he said that's normal. But he said, but you'll be able to smile, and you'll look good for your cruise. And that's all I cared about. So oh goodness, I just hope I don't have a big lisp. Some people that get dentures, they talk different, especially in the beginning, till they get used to it. And some people, they talk way different, like it doesn't even sound like the same person almost. And then other people, you can't even tell, they sound the same. I'm going to cut this wonky end off. It needs to go down just a little bit more on this end, though. Yes, it will be worth it, definitely. And it almost didn't get done because when I went in there the other day, I told them that I just want my top teeth done, if you can just, help me with the partial, and then we can do the extractions and everything when I get back. And he's like, okay. And then they came back and said, okay, it's only going to be $1,800 out of your pocket. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're kidding. I said, never mind. I said, I don't have the money for that. I said, can you just pull this one front tooth, and then I'll go online and get the kit to make my own. And which would have been a nightmare. But they're like, okay. And so then I was, yeah, it's, he said there's probably going to be some discomfort, but he said, some people, the temporary fits better than on other people. So I'm just keeping my fingers crossed. Whatever it is, I know it will be a big improvement. So, but anyway, so I'm sitting out there waiting for Richard to come pick me up, and I had gotten my phone at home, and I don't know his phone number by heart. And so I sat out there waiting for him for like almost, I want to say 2 hours. It was probably like an hour and a half. Anyway, he finally called up there, and they told him I was finished. And they said, oh, and good news, we figured out a way where you won't have to pay anything out of pocket, and we'll get you your temporary. And I'm like, you're kidding me. I was so happy. And I didn't ask any questions or anything. I'm like, y'all are geniuses. You're the best. Thank you so much. And so I don't know what they did, but obviously it's funny. If I would have been able to pay the $1,800, they would have taken it. But I'm just glad they were nice enough to. I have like $4,000 on my dental insurance each year, so I guess, I mean, they're going to get every penny of that, which for a dentist, $4,000 isn't that much, but I guess they didn't want to pass up that money, and they probably like helping people. I know a lot of dentists and the, what are the girls called that work on teeth, that do the cleaning and stuff? Oh, they like helping people. They like watching how a person that gets their smile back, how they light up, and how, because it's life-changing when they give people their smile back. And I'm sure a lot of dentists, and I can't remember what their nurses are called. Anyway, I'm sure there's a lot of them that like to see people getting their smile back. It makes them feel good that they were able to help people. Hi, Keith. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. I'm talking about my new teeth I'm going to get in 2.5 weeks because I'm just so excited. I can't stop thinking about it. Okay, I'm going to finish. And now see, when I started the gold leaf I had on here, looked like that. And now look at it. It's all like crackled, and I'm almost tempted to put more, and it's not real gold leaf. I can't afford real gold leaf, but they sure did do a great imitation. Anyway, it's not very sticky, so the gold leaf wouldn't adhere to it very well. I guess I'll just leave it how it is. Now this end's a little wonky, not too bad, but you can see how it dips in. So I'll cut that off. Put that in the scrap pile. And I'll probably wait to make these into beads because, yeah, I'm trying to decide what color of clay to put on the back here. You know, I'm always, not just me, but look, this was on my TV. Richard took the TV out of my room. Here's my son's high school graduation tassel. It was hanging on my TV. I never watch my TV anymore. I used to stream to my TV, you know, but now I just watch YouTube from my phone. So his TV wasn't working, so I told him to take the one in my room, and then he got his working, but I had already loaded the top of my TV cabinet, loaded it up with jewelry because I have nowhere to store all my jewelry. So I don't know if I'm going to keep that TV or not. But anyway, so people who work in polymer clay are always trying to figure out what to do with their scrap clay, which is usually this ugly gold color. I mean gold. Ugly gray color. And I have a few uses for it, but I'm thinking if I use it as backing on these pieces, then I can use my acrylic paint markers, because look how good clay. This is, I used acrylic paint markers on this gray clay. It covers the gray very well, and so I'm thinking I could just paint on the back, and I could get rid of some scrap clay in the meantime, because I was going to use orange clay on the back, but why waste the orange clay when I can use mud colored clay and paint it, right? I've never done that before, but I think I'm going to do it this time. I'm just conditioning. I'm just rolling it out in my pasta machine. Okay. Now I always, at this stage of the game, I use pieces of parchment paper I've cut up. And that way I'm able to move it around easy. It doesn't stick to the glass. So I'm going to put, no. I forgot one step. I will be right back. I have to roll over here and get, I like to decorate the back of my pendants and sometimes earrings, so I have to get something right over here. I think I'm going to use, this is a rubber stamp, but look how cool it is. It's like sheet music. So I think I'm going to stamp that on the back of this scrap clay. And you have got to, I use water. I spray water. Spray water. Some people use cornstarch for a releasing agent. I think cornstarch is messier than water, so I just spray mine with water. And let's see. I forget how. I think I'm just going to press it down with my hands, my fingers. Sometimes I use an acrylic roller. I don't use a rubber stamp very often. I have other things I use, but I really like this stamp. It reminds me of, you know, sheet music. I want to make sure I get a good impression. Oh, pretty good. Pretty good, huh? But you can't really tell what it is. Oh dear. You can't really tell what it is. That's why I don't use it very often, I think. I mean, some people might recognize it. Oh well, I'm going to use it because it did work out pretty well. Be the back, so oops, oh my goodness, I don't know what just happened to my, there. You eat biodegradable packing peanuts at work. That's a gag. They are made from cornstarch. Ooh. Oh, those packing peanuts? You don't swallow. What? Wait. Biodegradable packing peanuts. You're kidding me. Oh, my Nirvana shirt. Name favorite song or top three. No Face chooses Jack, Old Age, or I Hate Myself and Want to Die. You know what? I'm embarrassed to say I don't really know the names of very many of their songs. I like Nirvana a lot, but I was more into Pearl Jam and Soundgarden, and Alice in Chains was my all-time favorite. Of course, Chris Cornell, I'm going to marry him in my next life, or I'm going to marry him when I go to heaven. I love Chris Cornell. But yeah, I couldn't name my favorite Nirvana songs. Pearl Jam, I like Black, and what's that other one? Yellow Ledbetter, and oh, I liked all of Pearl Jam songs really, but Black was my favorite. And my favorite band is Pink Floyd, and I like all of their songs except Money. For some reason, I never liked that song Money that Pink Floyd does. Isn't that weird? I like Money, but I didn't like the song. My favorite Pink Floyd album, though, is The Division Bell. You're not kidding, Keith? Really? That is just too much. Biodegradable packing peanuts. Oh, wait, just biodegradable? That means, okay, so they're not made out of plastic. They're made out of cornstarch. That is so weird. Oh goodness. You're a hoot, I bet, at work. No Face is all about making people laugh. You come up with some good ones, No Face. Pigs on the Wing. Oh, what was I gonna say? I can't even remember. I lost my train of thought. So I'm gonna grab my cookie cutters. And I'm going to cut out. A lot of times I like I'll use this cutter and then cut the backing clay out with the next bigger cutter, but I think I used the biggest cutter on this one, so there's not one bigger. And in order to, if I don't cut both of these together and I try fitting the backing and the top piece, if I try fitting them together, it never comes out right. It's always off just a tiny bit. So I try to always remember. Now, I can't always get the original piece back in the cookie cutter. So, oh, there, that worked. Yeah, it will be interesting to paint the back of these and then resin over the paint. And I will have to paint the sides too, because I will not want that gray showing. But so now I have a decorative back, even though we know what it is. I don't think very many other people will know, but that's okay. At least it's not just plain. That's too big. I have another one going on here. Oh, I did cut this one out smaller. So I'm going to have to run this back through my pasta machine because that piece over there is too big to put. I didn't have enough room. Obscured by Clouds, Pink Floyd. I don't know all their music either. I do know that I was in my early 30s when I started getting into music. I never was real musical, and I mean I would listen in the 80s, like I would listen to David Bowie and Boy George and Cyndi Lauper, but I never really was into music that much until I left Richard and I started working. I moved to Missouri from Las Vegas, and I started cocktail waitressing at a topless bar, and that's when I started. That's when Pearl Jam. It was the early 90s. That's when Pearl Jam was real popular, and eventually, when they got me on stage, I have no rhythm, and so I would go buy the CDs that I wanted, so they wouldn't play dance music like hip hop or anything. If I brought in my own CDs, they would play the music that I liked. Let me see. I need some more water. But anyway, so needless to say, I'm not up on, like I said, Pink Floyd's my favorite band, but I didn't start listening to them until the early 90s, like when the Division Bell came out. And so I don't know a lot of their music. I'm still not real musical. That's why I know if I like a band, but I usually don't know a lot about the band, or I don't know the names of a lot of their songs. Anyway. Yeah, I never did go to very many concerts either. And let's see, I'm trying to think, like, I was so unmusical. Like, I had heard of Led Zeppelin and I had heard, a few of their songs, but like, I couldn't have named one of their songs, or if they came on the radio, I wouldn't have. Of course, I figured it out, you know, when I was in my 30s, but like, I couldn't, and to this day, can't tell you like the names of the people in the band. I did go see one of the people after Led Zeppelin broke up. I was living in Las Vegas, and I can't remember his name, who I went and saw. He was there by himself. Who was in Led Zeppelin? Soundgarden. Yeah, I don't know. See, the songs you're mentioning, I'm sure I've heard them, but yeah, Robert Plant. I went and saw Robert Plant. He did a concert by himself at the MGM, and I got to see him, but not a Zeppelin fan. Really, I think they're pretty good. But I mean, I wouldn't call myself a fan. I never bought a Led Zeppelin album, but I kind of like their music. I guess it just kind of reminds me of the 80s, you know. And I graduated high school in 1980, so that was kind of the music of the era back then. I never liked AC/DC at all, and I still don't. I love Ozzy Osbourne, though. I liked Ozzy when he, not that I'm not saying that he was in AC/DC, but I thought of Ozzy when I said AC/DC because of Black Sabbath, but I liked Ozzy more when he was on his own. Okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I have to do this one. 1983 for you. Yeah. I didn't go to my prom, but I went to the 1979 prom. Of course, my boyfriends were always a year or two or three older than me, so. But I didn't go to my prom. But in 1979, I'm trying to remember. I think our song was "Dust in the Wind." Who did "Dust in the Wind"? Was it Kansas? Oh, I love Fleetwood Mac. Yes. Love Fleetwood Mac. And I didn't really listen to Stevie once she was on her own, but Fleetwood Mac, the Rumors album, was the first album that I learned the words to every song on that album, because my best friend's sister, she was older than us, and she could drive and we couldn't. And Kansas, yeah. And she used to always listen to Rumors. So by default, I learned all of them. I liked Styx and REO Speedwagon, Steve Miller Band I loved. Who else? Listen to the Wind Blow. Yes, yes, yes. I like Landslide. I like Landslide. I think it's my favorite Fleetwood Mac song. But there's so many good Fleetwood Mac songs. Uh-oh, I better get this right. She did, Stevie Nicks did a song with, one of the people from the Eagles. I can't remember his name. I think it was Leather and Lace. Yeah, 80s music is good. I like Rush, but I don't really know very many of their songs, but I do like Rush. And I loved Boston, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Silver Springs is your favorite song of theirs? I like that song too. Yes. Okay, so 2 down, 2 to go. But see, these I can't use scrap clay because I'm going to use the cutter that's the next size up, and so it will show. So I think I'm either going to use white clay or black clay. I have so much scrap clay over here. Oh, yeah. What's worth? Is your new favorite song by Stevie by your new favorite song of Stevie's by herself? See, you know the band members' names. I only know Eddie Vedder and Chris Cornell, Kurt Cobain, Alice in Chains. I love Lane's. How do you say his last name? Stampley or Stam? I know it's not Stanley. Anyway, I saw him at a real small venue when I was living outside of San Francisco. He came by himself, and this was in the late 90s. A friend of mine worked at a real small venue in San Francisco. Like it was an old movie theater where they would have small concerts, and I got to I didn't meet him. I was leaving the place, and I had stayed in there and had a few cocktails with my friend after he got off work. So it was pretty late when I was leaving, and Lane was walking to his car, and I didn't want to sound like a groupie, so I didn't ask for his autograph. All I said was, "That was a great show. Thank you so much." And he said, "Well, thank you," and kept walking. So yes, I love Jar of Flies. Yep. Staley, yes. Ah. Yes. And is it Lane, Lane, Staley? Okay. Maybe I should use orange since I already have it out, but I don't have much orange clay left. thinking out loud. Well, I could have sworn I had some black and white clay already conditioned somewhere. That would save me a lot of time if I could find it. But, oh, I found some white. That was on the floor. Oh my goodness. I have one place it could be under my desk in a basket. I swear I had, might have just found it. Oh no. Oh my gosh. I've been looking for this for 2 weeks. I have a whole package of pink clay. Now you guys, I swear I looked. I have a basket, like a picnic basket that closes. It has a lid under my desk, and that's where I keep my conditioned clay. And I swear to God, I looked in there several times looking for my pink clay. I knew I had a lot of it, and I never could find it. And I thought that maybe I used it. I knew I didn't. And so I know I looked in that basket several times, and the basket's not huge. It's not like it could have gotten lost in there. And there it was. That is so weird. When stuff like that happens. But now I can't find my black and white clay that I know I have somewhere. It should be in this basket, but it's not. That is so weird. And so Richard and I joke and say the little people had it and they brought it back. The little people, they will move your keys, they will take your glasses, and then they'll put them back after you've looked in that same place 3 different times, and all of a sudden they'll be there. You know what I'm talking about? I know older people know what I mean when I say, thank you, Keith, for subscribing. It just told me you did. You know what I'm talking about, you guys, when like you can't find your keys and you look and look, and then like an hour later they'll be laying right there, and right where you looked 10 times. It's because the little people take them. They take stuff, and then when you're not looking, they'll put it back. Yep, fairies being fairies. Fairies being fairy. You are right. Yes, rest in peace. It's a shame that these young, talented people, so many of them, end up leaving so early in their life. I mean, I'm sure it's not so bad for them, because I truly believe we go to a better place after this. And yeah, I'm sure they're doing okay wherever they are. I'm trying to remember what I was doing. Oh, I really need to, there's one other place that my black and white clay could be. I have like a art bag that I use as a filing cabinet sometimes. I have these real heavy duty plastic envelopes that I keep my clay that's already conditioned in these envelopes, and so I use them so often that I keep them under my desk. And I also keep my acrylic markers, my acrylic paint markers under there. And so, guess what I found? I think this is the black and the white and other color. Yay! Black and white. There's some purple. There's some bronze. But this will save me a little time. I don't have to roll it through the pasta machine. I know I had some somewhere. I cannot believe I found that pink clay. There's a lot of clay in there. I never saw Prince either. He was good. I never liked Michael Jackson, so never cared for him. You turned 60 a few days ago. Well, happy belated birthday, Keith. You discovered a product called Tile. You attach them to your keys and have a pin on your wallet. Best thing of so you can find your keys. Yeah. I will be. You're a youngster, Red. I'll be 62 next month. It sounds so old. I just can't imagine turning 70. I couldn't imagine turning 60. First, I couldn't imagine turning 40. And then it just went downhill from there. But I sure can't imagine being like 75 or 80. That just doesn't seem like real to me. Sorry, I don't know. I had that pointing down till my hair clips falling out. Yeah. Check spam. That's where you find all first time. Oh, you're not. You're talking to Red, I think. I want to have a game night, Red, and whoever else, Keith. I don't know you as well as I know Red. I've been talking to Red for a long time, probably for what, about a year, Red, or going on a year, and No Face is new to me, but I have No Face cracks me up so much. Oh my gosh. And Keith, I do recognize your name, but I haven't chatted with you as much. Yeah, and I have a bunch of new, like, not trivia. I think trivia would be fun. I love trivia, but I think one, I've never played, what's that, Humanity? I'm going to roll over here and look and see. I can't read it from here. That game. Anyway, I have a couple of different boxes of cards that, like, I think one of them is Would You Rather, and then, it gives you a choice of a couple of things. Or one of them is who in your group would be more likely to, and then, there's all kinds of crazy stuff on these cards. Red and No Face are your mods. Cool. I really haven't, I don't need a mod yet, but Maya, y'all know Maya. I put her as a mod a few nights ago because I didn't know how to post people's links to their channel. And her and Janelle were trying to walk me through it, but I got to the part where I could make someone a mod before I figured out how to post a link. So I made Maya a mod, and she is just wonderful. She helps me out so much when she's here because, yeah, Cards Against Humanity. That's what I was trying to think of. Your brother went to a Prince concert, said he ran around the stage and played everything, guitar, piano, bass, horns, etc., and tossed joints to the crowd. Wow. Not a Prince fan, but respect his musicianship. Yeah, I'm not a real big Prince fan. Of course, I like Purple Rain, but he was so talented. He really was. I like him a lot more than I like Michael Jackson, that's for sure. Everybody said Michael Jackson was so talented. I didn't see it. Sorry. I just didn't see it. He could play anything. Yep. He could. Yeah, Maya is a great. She can draw so well. So well. I was on her channel the other morning. We did watercolors. I actually cannot draw, but I paint a little bit. Not much, but I do have some watercolors here because I'm going to go through them and pull out I have Christmas cards, but they're real simple. I'll show y'all a few. Here is Jingle Bell Rock. A reindeer, and oh, I just made this for myself. This is a winter white out. There's Rudolph. I think that's so funny. Winter white out. Here's some Christmas balls. And I have several different styles of trees. Hi, T. Hi, Perth. Hi, T. Welcome. I'm showing some of my Christmas cards. I think I showed them the other day. You might have been here when I showed them the other day. There's one style of tree that I have. See, my cards are real simple. Here's another style. Oh yeah, you were here. You were here, Perth. I'm sorry you're having to see these again. And then here's a third style. I try to make them look a little bit like a kid did it. Here's another ball. Oh, I like this one a lot. This is pretty funny. Oh, I need to paint the balls on this one, but there's snowmen. Yeah, stamping. That's fun. I have a lot of stamping, a lot of stamps and a lot of stamping equipment because they make like plastic thing like anyway, they make things so you can place your stamp and get it straight every time, because sometimes that's hard to do, to keep things straight. Here's another simple one, just Christmas balls. Here's a Santa hat. Talk about simple. I have some abstracts that I frame, and I have them hanging around my house because I love abstract. I have a couple of teepee pictures I've done. A lot of flowers, like, I'll show you a couple of the flowers. They're all the same style. Now this is a card that is sliding out, the picture sliding out. The card is like a frame, but I'm not going to try to straighten it right now. But I mean, these are all little watercolors. I don't know. Here's another one. I have a ton of these different flowers. I think that's upside down. But I keep most of my watercolors small. I'm not good enough to do big paintings. Anyway. So I need to finish going through here and pulling out the Christmas cards, and I think I'm going to make like packets of 6 or 8 or 10, you know, like packets of Christmas cards, and try to sell them this Christmas. Here's a package. Here are silly birds. I don't like this one very much. It's just bulbs. I love this one. My snowman. And I think, oh, I do have a couple with a little bird somewhere, a little tiny bird. Here's just a little landscape I did. Snow scene. Here is a tiny Christmas tree in a window. Yeah, what happened to the rest of Santa? That's funny. Hi, Elron. Good morning. Yes, yes, yes. There are so many talented people in this community. Yeah, 4 tiles, one on my car keys. Oh, you're talking about those. You're talking about those tiles, yeah. I don't like these TP pictures very much. This one's okay. Little TP scene. These aren't very good. But I'm trying to find a little yellow bird. I did a couple of little snow scenes. But I have a little yellow bird somewhere. It's kind of cute. This one's kind of weird. I have a funny tree. Yeah. Well, I don't know what happened to my little bird. They're up here somewhere. Here's a tree. Snow-covered tree. There's another style of tree. I have like, what, 4 or 5 different styles of trees. I just cannot find my little yellow bird anywhere. And I kind of like him. I don't know what I did with him. Oh, here he is. Oh, it looks like I got a little smudge on him. Here's my little bird. I think he's so cute. And that is the end of that presentation. Oh. Yeah, I love that snowman. You're right about that. Right now, that sun feels pretty good to him, huh? But not for long. T, that time that you found that bat, oh my gosh, you are braver than I am. I never would have gotten that close to that little guy. And I don't think they're very cute. You kept saying it's so cute. I didn't think it was so cute. Oh my goodness. That was so funny. Is Molly your cat? Manny and Hazel are indoors too. You must be taught. I don't have a kitty. I've tried to have a cat before, but I'm not a cat person. I like big old fat cats. There's this big old fat cat that lives in this neighborhood. He's kind of old. His name's Oscar, and he is so cool. He's an orange cat. He reminds me of Garfield, kind of. And I'll be on my electric scooter taking my dog, on a walk, and we'll go by his house. And P always tries to play with Oscar, but Oscar doesn't play. But Oscar will come and jump in my lap. That's right. You have summer Christmas. Oh, I'll have to think about that for you, T, and figure something out. That's right. You don't need any snow scenes. That's for sure. Yeah, it was so ugly. It was cute. You're right. Yes, Keith. I used to love animals more than I love them now. That sound bad. I'm just kind of over it a little bit, but I named my son Noah because I used to, really love animals so much. But you worked with a cat rescue. Oh, interesting. Oh my gosh, 18 pounds. Wow. I love fat cats. I like big cats like that. That is so cool, Keith. Take one cat, get both for free. That's hilarious. I would run that special too. Like I said, I'm just not a cat person. It's not that I dislike them. I think a lot of it maybe is the litter box. My niece, when she was little, called it a glitter box. She thought we were saying glitter when we were saying litter. uh, yeah, that was too funny. She thought we were saying glitter, a glitter box. And then Richard's nephew, when he was little, he's like, Uncle Richard, I really like that cat, but he has the sharpest feet. We cracked up at that a lot. The kitties with the sharp feet. Instead of a snowman, a sandman. That'd be cute. And some pecan gray galas. What are galas? For birds with some palm trees. Yeah, that'd be real cute. T. I will remember that. What are galas? Don't call me Molly in public and telling everyone my weight. I tell you what, No Face is a hoot, a riot. Hey, riot. I always thought No Face was a female. I don't know why. I just assumed. Oh, I can't forget to poke the holes in these things. Oh. So now I stacked up all these cards on my desk right where I was working. That wasn't very smart. I mean, look, y'all. Look at my mess. Ay, ay, ay. I just started stacking stuff on top of that raw clay. I hope I'm not sorry. Oh, brother. Oh, brother, brother, brother. Okay, you just checked. Okay, thank you. Thanks for the heads up. That's good to know. Good to know. Uh-oh. My clay is sticking too. It came right off. I have clear plastic on some of these cards, and some of that clay was sticking to the plastic, but it came off real easy. Oh, goodness. Ay, ay, ay. Let's see. So, what's been going on in the Scientology world? Does anybody know anything new that I haven't heard about? I heard about that crazy OSA list. But other than that, I haven't heard anything. I don't think I really checked very much yet this morning. Oh, I did see Aaron saying, what was the title? This is the end, or yeah, I saw Aaron's video telling Chris Shelton if he stops, then he'll stop. I don't have much hope for that. I mean, I hope he does, but I can't imagine. People that don't like Aaron, males that don't like Aaron, I think a lot of them are jealous of him. Just my little old opinion. Gala, a type of Aussie bird. Okay, cool. Cool beans. I'm going to write that down because I'll Google it. Is it at all like a seagull? Yeah, please don't. No heads up joke. Galah. These weeks are just flying by, you guys. Flying by. You'll notice like the older you get, the faster the days go by. They do for me. Yeah, drama, mama. Well, I recorded a video this morning to that Thomas M.U. Anderson because he made the most ridiculous video. It was ridiculous because he said a few things that were so not true. First of all, he didn't even realize that Reese and Jeff were married. I mean, that seemed pretty like simple to me if he would have done his homework at all. But yeah, he said they dated and they had, I forget the word he used. They had a troubled relationship or whatever. And then he also said that when Reese left Scientology, that she stayed with Aaron for a while and he helped her out, which is totally not true. I mean, she was married. She lived at at her house, and he must have seen when she went to Clearwater to visit for a week, and she was supposed to stay at Aaron's house, but they both got sick like that first day, and so she ended up staying somewhere else. So he must have been talking about that, but he acted like they were an item because he said that they broke up, quote unquote, broke up, that Aaron and Reese had a breakup because Reese, on one of her lives, someone asked if her and Aaron were still friends, and she's like, no, it's only because we don't really talk that much. And what she meant was, you know, like her channel, she took a different direction, and Aaron's doing what Aaron does, and not that they're not friends or anything, it's just like they don't talk and collaborate like they used to. She found her own space and made her own way into the YouTube thing, and but this Thomas M.U. I say Moo Anderson wanted to either put his spin on it, or I just think he just didn't do his homework, so he didn't exactly know what he was talking about. But anyway, so I made the video, and I wasn't real mean like I get sometimes, like with Stephanie or Chris Shelton. So I wasn't real mean. I think I only said the F word twice, but I didn't call him names. I might have called him an idiot. But anyway, I went back, and I usually don't rewatch my recordings because I don't do any editing. I just, you get what you get. But anyway, I decided to watch that one because I didn't I wanted to make sure I didn't stutter too much, or anyway. And at the beginning, I smiled or something, and my scraggly ass teeth showed. So I tried to take that part of the video and get rid of it, and I couldn't figure that out. So I just didn't post the video. And so I don't think I'm going to. It's because it's not important, you know. Anyway. Oh, y'all are talking birds now. Let me see about this gala. A gala, is that how you say it? I might be pronouncing it wrong. Pink or rose-crested cockatoo. A type of cockatoo. Oh, wow. Pink or rose-crested. Interesting. Interesting. Wow. Yeah, I've never heard of. I've, of course, heard of cockatoos. I had a cockatiel. And my son had a ring-necked parrot, I think. To me, that doesn't sound a ring-necked parakeet. It wasn't a parakeet, though. It was a lot bigger than a parakeet. Anyway, they're kind of green colored, and they have a or was he blue? I don't remember, but he had a ring around his neck. And boy, do I have a bird story, but I'm not going to tell it right now. The bird got away one time outside, and my son got the bird back the next day, if y'all can believe that. What kind of bird gets out of your house and you get it back? I've never heard of that happening before. It was this whole big ordeal. I'll tell you about it someday. That's a good story. It's not one of my horror stories. I have plenty of horror stories. That Thomas guy puts up so much crap. He does. He's very incorrect factually. I saw that. Yes, Massive Trouble Causer. I don't watch his stuff either. The only reason I did watch it is because I wanted to see what he was saying about Reese. I don't even watch Reese's shows ever. I mean, every once in a while I might watch a little part of it, but I stopped watching her long ago. But I wanted to see what he was saying about her since Discord and Reddit had been saying mean things about her. So it was a short video, and he actually didn't say that many bad things about her. He actually was saying in different words. He didn't say it this way, but like she was more of a breath of fresh air because she doesn't carry on about her trauma like the other second gens do. Oh, brother. And just some of the things he said made me so, I just have to shake my head. Your break is over at work. Thanks so much, Elron, for stopping by. I love seeing you. Have a good day at work. Don't work too hard. G-A-H. Oh, I spelled it wrong. I spelled it G-A-H-L-A-R. Better write it down. G-A-H-L-A-R. Okay. Rose-ringed parakeet. But anyway, so Marissa said that that Thomas guy, he's kind of like fits in the same category as Alonzo, in her opinion. He is definitely on right in his description on his channel, it says either lifetime keyboard warrior or forever keyboard warrior. So it tells you right there, you know, what side of the fence he's on. He's one of the ones that leave the haters out of this. We know who they are. Okay. You're right. You're right. I'll stop. Hi, Maya. Welcome. Welcome. Good morning. You will be right back. Quick shower. Okay. Yes. Thank you, No Face. I need to be pulled up now and then. I usually don't carry on like that. Do I? I might. I don't know. No, I usually make videos, but I will stop. Maya, I was wondering where you were this fine day. I've been working on the clay things that I didn't finish yesterday morning. I put some backing, some thicker backing on some of the pendants, and I found my package of pink clay. I don't know if you remember me saying that I had a whole package of pink clay that was conditioned. Thank you, Maya. That's so nice of you to just to jump on that like you do. I really appreciate it. Red is here too, retired Red. But I found my package of pink conditioned clay, and it was someplace that I had looked 10 times in that same place, and it never was there, and it suddenly appeared this morning. So I'm thinking the little people, the little fairy people, returned it to me, which I'm always glad when they do that, especially if it's like a set of keys and they return keys or glasses. I have so many pairs of reading glasses now, though. I keep them in my studio and my room, but I always keep a pair on my head because I use my glasses for a headband a lot. I've got to get some new readers, though. I broke a pair last week, and then I accidentally set on a pair and twisted the frames, and then I have a couple more pairs that are just they're a little scratched because I've had them for so long. And these are pretty new, but they're so heavy that I start getting a headache after a while. They're so heavy on my nose. So I need, before I go on my trip, I need to get some new ones. Claymation. No, but that would be great for SPTV. I'll have to look into that because No Face, I bought a Barbie and 2 kid Barbies because I was going to do some little skits on like kid auditing, but then I got reminded that Mattel is very protective of their copyright, so I probably wouldn't be able to use the Barbies. And claymation is very interesting. What a good thing to use my scrap clay for, too, huh? I'm going to look into that. Not that I could do it, but you never know. I never even thought of that. Yes, interesting, interesting, interesting. Yeah, maybe you could do that, No Face. Do you like to do stuff like that? I'm wondering. No copyrights on clay. You are correct about that. That is very true. Very true. Yeah, Maya's the bomb about posting links. You have a power outage. Is it storming there or something? Clayface, yeah. Hashtag, yep. Yeah, I'm wondering, is it if it's storming or if that just happens where you live sometimes. And we've lived here 2.5 years, and we have had some horrible storm, like hurricane almost storms come through, you know, because I'm in Florida, and we have not had one power outage yet. But I've lived in Florida for like almost 20 years, and I lived on the Gulf Coast for 17 years and been through some storms over there too. And I only remember the power going out one time that I can remember. And it wasn't out for like days or anything. It was only out for a few hours. So they do pretty good here in Florida. You can't find your lighter. Oh no. Uh-oh. Do you have your phone? Turn your phone light on. Your flashlight on your phone. Clayface. Yeah. That is funny. That is funny. No Face is a riot. A regular riot. Remember oh, who used to say you're a riot, a regular riot, Alice. The Honeymooners, Jackie Gleason. I used to love that show. Yeah, the phone will help. Yeah, I love the Honeymooners. Oh goodness. I would watch if the Honeymooners were on. I would watch every day. There were so many good comedies across the years, you know, like growing up. Y'all remember? Can't remember exactly what I'm thinking of, but I just remember I know there excuse me, there were some sitcoms that were so funny at the time. Like I remember when Seinfeld was popular. I just used to think that was so funny. And it's funny, like as the years go by, a lot of that stuff that was so funny back then wouldn't be near as funny now. Yeah, there were some good shows. One of the poles got knocked down. Wow. Hmm. Oh, goodness. Oh, it's been windy there. Ah, wow. To knock down a pole, yeah. I guess it would be windy. I never, um, T, you don't have to answer right now if you're busy looking for your lighter or whatever, but Do y'all ever get hurricanes in Australia? Anywhere in Australia? Like, you know, we do in Florida? Just wondering. I mean, y'all have ocean 360 degrees. I'm wondering if y'all have a hurricane season or if they just don't develop where you are. You just found it. Good, good. Yeah, light some candles. Aw, bless his heart. Yeah, let there be light for the children. That was fast, Keith. I don't think you missed too much. Um, T, her electricity's out. She just found her lighter so she could light some candles. And to the moon, my yeah. Um, to the moon, Alice. What was I gonna say? I just lost my train of thought. Oh, then No Face was talking about saying he might do some claymation. Yeah, I'm gonna look into that, but that would be cool. Claymation. Wasn't Mr. Bill made out of clay? Remember? Oh no, Mr. Bill. Wasn't he clay, you guys? Or am I mistaken? I think he was. Oh, what branch were you in? What branch of the military? Some Mason, yeah. If you can figure out what Mason is, let me know. Oh, I can send you some clay, but I don't know about the Mason. Yeah, he was red. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh no, Mr. Bill. I like Gumby and Pokey. They were clay too, weren't they? I want to get a Gumby. I want to get a Gumby. I think, who has a Gumby? Does Nora have the Gumby? I think she has Gumby and Pokey. I think John Shamwowski, or I don't know how to say his last name. Anyway, I think he sent it to her, but I have been looking for a Gumby for a while. I mean, off and on. I don't always remember to look. You lived a bit more north. It was a massive cyclone area, and it used to take the roofs off houses. Wow. Wow. Now, I'm going to have to Google the difference between cyclones and hurricanes. There has to be a difference. I mean, maybe not that much of a difference, but they're two different words, so I'm assuming they're not exactly the same. The Army and the Air Force, you're kidding. Wow. Were you ever stationed in Florida? I know we live right near the Air Force base. We live probably about maybe 5 miles from the big Air Force base in Jacksonville. I'm not sure the name of it. Gumby, Pokey. Now, who's Denali and who's Prickle and the evil blockheads? Were they all part of the Gumby show? I don't remember. Those names don't sound familiar to me. Just Gumby and Pokey. Oh, goodness. And then we live near, over on the Gulf side of Florida. We had Hurlburt Field, and there was a big air base there too. Trying to remember the name of it. Nellis is in Las Vegas. But what's the one? Oh, Eglin. Eglin Air Force Base is a big one on the Gulf side of Florida, up like south of Pensacola, around Fort Walton Beach. For about 2 years. You're at Beale. Oh, okay. Interesting. One of your schools was in Florida. I'm so tired. I'm about tired of living in Florida. So Red, Richard keeps going back and forth about moving. So until yesterday, the move was off. But then he saw a house in Bullhead City, Arizona that he liked. So now the move might be back on. I'm ready to move. I've been in Florida like 20, maybe a little bit over 20 years. I'm just tired of it here. Herbert Field is a special ops base. Yeah, I heard that. I didn't know that until the other day. I can't remember who said that, but I heard it just the other day. Yes, I think we'll be moving west. I'm pretty sure, especially if I start to push it. He goes back and forth, but I'm ready to get out of here. I really am. The only reason I wanted to move here is so I could be closer to my son. And he has not, I've been here 2.5 years, and he has not come to see me once. Little stink pot. He's at college right now. I haven't been able to get a hold of him for over a week. I know it's because he has football practice every day, but I'm going to try to talk him into coming here for Thanksgiving. I've never had luck talking him into that kind of thing before, but he's growing up, getting a little bit older, getting a little bit nicer to his mother. So maybe he'll come. And I just told him, you only have to stay here like 1 or 2 days. You don't need to spend a week here or anything. Yes, kids. I'm glad I only have one. Oh, cyclones, what hurricanes is called on the south. Oh, yeah, maybe that's what it is, Maya. I bet you are right about that. There's so many talented people in this community, but there's also so many smart people. A lot of really smart people, too. Typhoons. Oh, Lord, now that's 3. I don't know the difference in any of those 3. I'm going to have to school myself. I do word clear all the time, but I've done that since I was in junior high, maybe definitely in high school. If I don't know a word, you can bet I'll look it up, even if it's like a common word. I will still look it up because I want to make sure I am 100% correct about knowing the meaning of words, because I think that communication, I sound like a Scientologist, I think like being able to mean what you say and say what you mean is so important in this world, and I don't want to use my words incorrectly at all. I really want to be able to say what I mean and mean what I say. Uh, is T leaving? Oh, bye, T. There's also a dumb one or two. Yeah, that's true. That is so true. That is so true. If they're nice and dumb, it's okay because I can extend grace real easy. But if they're mean and dumb, it's a little harder for me. uh, yeah. Um, Red, me too. Like I said, I think it's going to happen. Definitely, like within this year, within a year, not by the end of the year. But no, you never know. It depends on how fast this place sells. And when we first moved here, like these places sold so fast, but it's slowed down a little bit. I think the market has slowed down everywhere because of our economy, you know. Bye, T. Love you, girl. Keep up the good work. Y'all are doing great over there. I appreciate you, and I know a lot of other people do too. Y'all are really awesome. Y'all are doing a great job. I wish I lived closer to an org so I could protest, but one day I will be doing that, especially when I get my new teeth. Yeah, I only need like 1,000 watch hours. I'm gonna keep posting that same community post every day and keep a running count of. Let's see, I'm telling you what, that post, if y'all haven't seen it, I made a community post about getting 1,001 subs, and I'm getting a handful of subs every day. So I've only been doing it for 2 days, but this morning I was at 781. Another day I was at 750. So yeah, it's helping. But I'm gonna keep posting those, and the watch hours. I know people sometimes run their playlists in the background, but I don't know if you can do it to your own channel without getting in trouble. I don't want to do anything to get in trouble with YouTube. The YouTube police might get me. No, I know you didn't, Maya. I know you didn't mean anyone in here at all. The people that come here are just wonderful. I have, let me knock on some wood. I have yet to have a troll, but I mean, I don't always have a lot of people here, which is good. You know, I like being able to keep up with the chat. I enjoy the small chats a lot more than I enjoy the bigger channels. You know, it's just too hard when they're going so fast. And I've said this before, I just feel I get lost in the crowd, and I like to be acknowledged a little bit if I'm in a chat. Is that terrible? If no one acknowledges that I'm there, that's how I feel lost in the crowd. Anyway, I have 2/3 of my watch. I only need like around 1,000 more watch hours. You keep looking at all of that, and it drove me more crazy than I am. I stopped looking. You have no clue how many subs you have. Yeah, I mean, I do pay attention because I noticed for about 2 weeks I was going through like I was depressed and just blah, and I didn't post many videos, and I stopped going on live, and I noticed my sub count was dropping every day, and it really concerned me because I'm like, people are not taking the time to come over here and unsub. I mean, people just really don't do that. They don't unsub. They just stop watching you. I mean, I think people unsub when they're mad at you. But I know people weren't taking the time to come unsub, so that means YouTube was taking subs from me, and I didn't want to believe that, but I truly believe that they do that. And then when I started going, like doing this live every day, and it's been about what, a week or 10 days now, my sub count was starting to go back up, but I wasn't getting notices like when I get real people subbing to me, I'll get a notice. So and so just subbed to your channel. Well, when YouTube starts giving you back a few of your subs, I was not getting any notifications about it. That's why I think that they take and give back a little. That's just my opinion. I could be totally wrong, but oh, well, I don't take it personally at all. Yeah, they do unsub people, don't they, Maya? On side account gives you an extra thumbs up and sub. No, I have a 2/3. Okay, you have to, before you can start like having memberships available or accepting super chats or monetizing. I don't understand how all the monetizing things work at all because I'm not there yet, but you have to have 3,000 watch hours and 1,000 subs. I have about 2,000 watch hours and 781 or 2 subs. So I'm getting there. It's happening. Yeah, I'm wondering if I can do that, Maya. I have 1, 2, 3 other channels besides this. I have Artsy Tartsy, and then I made a channel just for clay, but I haven't uploaded any content or any videos yet. So I have that account, and then I have that one Richard paid me to read that children's story, which I need to rename. And do I have another one? I have this one. Oh, so I have 4. I have space for one more because I'm on the family plan. So they let you have 5 accounts. You can get, I checked on, I went to the Earn tab in the YouTube studio, and it told me that I can't start earning yet, that they will let me know when I can. So, and put like arcs or, yeah, I need to do, I don't understand the hashtag stuff. I have never hashtagged anything in my life, so I guess that's, I put a hashtag on, like in my channel note, like there's some place on your channel where you can put hashtag, like where you can put like I have Scientology, SPTV, what else is connected with this community? Anyway, I have a few of those on my channel, but I usually don't think to put them in my title or anything like that. I have a couple of silly shorts, and I did put hashtags for at least one or two of my shorts. So I should put the hashtags in the title? Huh, okay. I will start considering that for sure, for sure. So, oh, you put them on all your videos? Okay. But what does that hashtag mean? I mean, does that mean you can just like click on it and, or, I don't get the hashtag thing. Is that how you tag people, or I don't even know what tagging, how to tag someone. I don't even know what all that's about. I really don't. It took me long enough to figure out how to make a darn thumbnail. I didn't even know what a thumbnail was when I started this channel. You put hashtag Philadelphia and cult and Scientology when you go protest in Philadelphia. That way you get people. Oh, okay. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. So let's see. I think I'm going to hop off of here, you guys. I've been on over 2 hours, and I am so hungry. Okay, I will check that out for sure. Can I do it right now, though? I guess. Oh no, I can't. I can't click anything right now. If I click it, it goes on my screen. But I will. Okay, thank you, Maya. Thank you. Nothing is instant. Ask after Christ. That is so true. So true. Perseverance is the first block in building a monument of greatness. You are so correct. Thank you for reminding me of that. Yes, it was nice. This morning was very nice. I appreciate all of you who are here. I like this group. I really do. Y'all have a beautiful day, and I will definitely be back tomorrow unless something, I'm not going to jinx it. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to get my impression done at noon today, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. You can change after you end your live and your video. Yes, yes, I will do that for sure. Thanks, Keith. Thanks, No Face, Red, Maya, T's gone, and whoever else is here. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye now.